Welcome back to Buckin Around, everybody, your one-stop shop for everything buck hunters need to know. I'm Callum Fletcher, joined by Mike Colesworthy.
Hello.
And the man, the myth, the legend, David Gonzalez.
How's it going, guys?
And we missed her last week, but she's back again. Jess Petro, our social media manager, is in the chat.
I'm back, mother buckers.
Very good. All right.
And you know what? We had a Memorial Day weekend. We had a nice 3-day break. So
Yeah.
what'd you get up to?
Oh, gosh. I had an opportunity to get in touch with the great outdoors. Did a little bit of a nature hike up at Starved Rock National Park.
Yeah,
Very
nice.
busy. Very busy for Memorial Day.
Yeah?
It was like waiting for a roller coaster that never happened. Yeah, but eventually we did get away from the crowds and enjoyed some fresh air. It was nice.
Nice.
Yeah. What'd you get up to?
Barbecued 3 times in 24 hours. Just had some friends over.
That's a lot of meat.
Yeah, it's
A lot of meat.
can't say it's the healthiest thing for my heart, but whatever. I'm young. I'm agile, something, whatever the phrase goes. But anyway, yeah, had a lot of beer, had a lot of steak and burgers, so not bad. What about you, David?
I actually went to an outdoor wedding, and right after the ceremony, just started pouring rain, just out of nowhere.
Really?
And yeah, just started blowing stuff all over the place. And after it settled, we look up, and I kid you not, double rainbow.
Double
All the way.
rainbow. What does
Double
it mean?
rainbow. Just the most magical thing.
Awesome. Awesome.
And Jess, last week we missed you because it was your birthday. What'd you get up to?
It was totally my birthday. I'm officially an elder. I turned 28. So after I picked out a few new white/gray hairs, I enjoyed a nice hyphy episode of The Jungle Book, and then stuffed my face with my favorite food, which is a big fat burger, of course. I mean,
Nice.
who doesn't love
Jungle
burgers?
Book and hamburgers.
You know, everyone,
yeah.
all the older buck hunters and Mike especially are probably sitting there going, an elder at 28?
28.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Hey, I'm sorry. Once you creep up on 30, I mean, your life's pretty much over. So sorry, Mike.
Jeez.
I'm already there, Jess. Come on.
Jeez.
I know, I'm
Ruthless.
sorry.
All right.
All right.
But anyway, so last time on Buckin Around, everyone got to join in the show and watch some community showdowns. We had a bunch of people jump into Showdown and actually play against us, and I performed. Mike struggled.
Yeah, you know what? I'll say that I lived up to the T-shirt that I'm wearing today.
Why don't we give a little
Yeah.
close-up if we can?
Can we see that?
Yeah,
There we
come a
go.
little closer, Mike. Come a little closer.
Little
Show us
closer?
what's going on
Little
there.
closer?
Yeah, there we
we
go.
Available now on the Big Buck Online store.
And not only that, but Jess, you would have been so proud. I was this close to winning a whole match.
I heard you almost won, but you still lost. I definitely
it was
heard
horrible.
that.
So Joe Miller, I issued a challenge to him the week before, actually.
Yeah.
And he doed out. So fortunately enough for me, I was able to take Joe. And going into the final, going into the bonus game, I was in the lead pretty comfortably. And then Scott Van Humison double perfect and beats me by 200 points.
Yeah.
Just 200 points.
And to add insult to injury,
Don't do it.
he didn't even sign in with his name. He beat him as player 2.
Scott,
No, he
Scott,
didn't.
this is an open challenge. You have opened a grudge match that you wish you probably are completely cool with, to be honest. But the World Championship, Scott, you are mine. I'm coming for you.
Yeah, yeah. And
200 points or 20,000 points. It's still a loss in my book.
Unfortunately,
Thanks for the support,
it's
Jess.
black and white.
Really appreciate it.
But speaking of the World Championship, this is very exciting, guys. As of yesterday, part 2 of our 5-part tournament qualifying series, Whitetail Deer, is now open, which is awesome. It's already causing all kinds of shakeups all over the leaderboard, which we'll get to in just a second. But before we do, let's talk numbers, Callum.
I'm always down to get into numbers.
So last week, when we came to you, we had 1,185 individual hunters all over the world vying for one of those coveted qualifying spots. This week, one short week later, we're sitting at 1,409. That's a difference of 224 players.
Completely bonkers.
Yeah, in 1 week. It's
Insane.
nuts.
That's incredible.
Imagine 224 people in the internet bar. They wouldn't
in
fit.
this small
They wouldn't
internet
fit.
bar.
Yeah. But yeah, without further ado, I think we should just dive right into the leaderboards. What do you think?
Yeah, let's get on into them.
All right, let's check out the main leaderboard for America, the skill-based players. There we go. Okay, so last week, what?
Before we jump into the changes, can we just bring up these arrows and what they represent?
Right, yeah. Last week when we came to you, we had a new look for the leaderboards. This week, in addition to the new look, we also have a new feature. I like to call them the drama arrows.
Drama arrows. Okay.
So next to the names that have actually moved up or down since last week, you'll see an arrow that kind of, tells you what direction that person is headed this week. So Ryan Hodgson sitting firm at first place. No up or down movement there whatsoever.
And I think he's just about the only person certainly in this graphic, but within a wide array in that leaderboard who hasn't moved. Now, because of that white-tailed deer, and it's one of those things that's hit or miss with a lot of our players. A lot of them find it really challenging. A lot of them really like it. Springy, I think is the word you used.
Yep.
But nonetheless, because of that new animal coming out in the new tournament opening, this whole board has changed.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, we are almost at 2 days into whitetail, so obviously not everyone has had a chance to participate yet, and that is actually why this leaderboard is so dramatically different from last week's, because we have these people that were lower on the board before but actually did get out and play white-tailed deer over the past 24 hours and rocketed to the top of the list. So the only person actually on this entire list is sitting in 16th place. Samantha Intrieri actually went down a couple spots from last week.
Yeah. We all believe in you.
She'll be back, don't worry.
And again, Ryan Hodgson sitting on that first is really no big surprise, but we're seeing a couple familiar names in here. We've got Andrew Moskowitz, James Fish. Both of them have been in the top 10 pretty consistently throughout the tournament so far. But there's a lot of names in here that are completely new that I haven't seen up in the top 24.
Yeah, it's cool to see them here. And then, of course, we have the red names, you rule breakers out there that aren't going by your real names. You got to change it sooner or later. It's going to bite you in the butt.
Bite you in the butt.
Bite you right in the butt. Square in the butt.
But for now, let's send it over to the Wildcards.
Yeah.
Mike, this is the same thing. The first place spot hasn't changed, but we're seeing this leaderboard fill up a little bit more. As you said last week, it's one of those ones that's going to slowly populate as more and more players start to actually qualify into that wildcard spot.
Yep, that's right. The only person that's moved down this week is Shirley Ann McMurtry. I think she was actually one of just a couple that were there last week. So Scott Van Humison getting into the second wildcard seed spot, playing a lot, clearly. Brady Sobiek, there's some familiar names here.
Yeah, and Scott's not a gentleman who's going to go quietly. I'm pretty confident we're either going to see him in the skill leaderboard or at least in that top spot. So Jeff Denton, keep watching that.
Yeah,
because he's coming for you.
Yeah, Scott will be there one way or the other. All right, so moving on to Australia. The main leaderboard for Australia, pulling it up here. All right, so Renee Reg Brooks has actually taken Glenn Rattray's seat in first place.
And not only that, keep this in mind, is last week, Reg Brooks was first place in the wildcard leaderboard.
Yeah.
And now she's jumped over to the main skill leaderboard, which means someone has taken her spot as the number one wildcard.
That's right, yeah. Clearly, Renee has been playing a lot and also playing very well. So there you have it.
And I remember Chawbacca Chad.
Just
want to bring this up. So Chawbacca Chad was a name we had on the leaderboard a few weeks ago, guys. And I actually found out who it was. It's Sean Chadwick. And going from that, he's had a little bit of fun with his names. I've been enjoying them. Chaw and Order.
Chaw and Order.
Chaw and Order.
Oh, the puns.
But
so many puns.
But yeah, guys, Mick Hassler is the only one who actually hasn't moved on this leaderboard, but he has moved somewhere else.
Yeah.
Going over to the wild card, he's now sitting where Reg Brooks was sitting before and is holding that first place spot.
That's right, and that's a coveted spot. As we said before, only one wild card from Australia is going to make it.
That's right, and keep in mind, we already have two. I've said this before. We've got Courtney McLaughlin and Mark Santander already coming over, so there's only 2 spots from Australia, 1 wild card and 1 skill.
That's right, that's right. So, moving to our neighbors to the north, Canada. All right, so we have a little bit of a name game happening here in first and second place. These are actually the same people that were in first and second place last week, and they're shooting a little fire back and forth at each other here. It had to be shortened in order to fit. Thank you for that, guys. Why do I keep stepping in dogger do is the first one, and the second one is dogger.
Now, with that top 10, both of those two gentlemen in first and second are at the same location.
Yeah.
But in the top 10, there are 3 other players all playing out of that same bar. Said it once, we said it before. It's going to be intense.
Yeah.
That's got to be fun. So they're spicing it up. But guys, you got to get over to those real names. Change it to your legal ID.
Yep, sooner or later.
Yeah, at some point in the near future if possible. But on this leaderboard, we also have Neil Davidson and Tegan.
Yeah.
Girlfriend and boyfriend duo.
Yep.
Who both competed at last year's World Championship.
That's right. And unfortunately, they have both slipped a few spots, but I'm sure that they will be fighting their way back up.
And then last but not least on this Canadian leaderboard, I just want to point something out, guys. This blurred name that you're seeing in the 22nd spot is not a glitch. Mike, why don't you explain that?
Yeah, this is another new feature, I guess you could say. Some of our players out there think that they're pretty clever, and they come out with names that are simply too hot for TV, and we're not going to give them the satisfaction. So we went ahead and censored the ones that are not family-friendly, shall we say.
Yeah, and those names are going to be removed
X-rated
out of the
name?
leaderboard as soon as possible. So if you log in and your name is, you know your name is inappropriate and all of a sudden it's gone, it will simply just say new name needed or player ID needed or something along those lines.
Yep.
It just means put in a new ID, simple as that.
Yeah, what did you say, Jess?
I said, is that an X-rated name?
It is, trust me.
It's certainly not kids friendly.
All right, so moving on to the main leaderboard for the ladies' tourney. Check this out. Not a lot of movement in the first chunk of the ladies' tourney here. We've got a lot of ladies here just holding on to their spots.
The entire top 8 is the exact same as it was.
Yeah, no movement whatsoever. Melinda Van Humison making a statement here.
Yeah, that's the second week in a row she stayed at the top after Samantha's pretty much month at the top.
Yeah, and I gotta wonder, as all this is going on, where is Sarah Erlinson?
She'll be there. You know she will.
She's lurking.
She'll be there for sure.
She's in the shadows.
But along with that, guys, there's been a lot of movement on this board. We've got players that I'm really excited to see compete at this year's World Championship. Christina Eddy, Allie Gillis, kind of slipping down. I'm still confident they'll be there and they'll put in their showing, but of course that could just be with the opening of White-tailed Deer. But then I'm also seeing a lot of other players that I'm really excited to see. We've got Julia Wilmot moving up. I know she's been playing like crazy out in LA. And of course, a bunch of new names that I don't even recognize that I'm super excited to see come out and compete.
Absolutely. And just remember that the white names are the ones that get to move on. So those are the
White numbers.
The white numbers, my mistake, are the ones that move on. So you're going to want to be in the top 10 in this case.
And over on the ladies' Wildcard, now this is a board that's completely full. We've got a lot of dedicated buck hunting ladies.
That's right. Yeah, lots of activity happening here. Shirley Ann McMurtry, we've said her name a couple times already. She's going to be a real up-and-comer this year, I can tell.
And Jub Jub was, I believe, in the top 10 of the skill-based last year, or this last week, sorry.
Yes, yeah.
Slipped down a tiny bit, but she's shooting up in the Wildcards.
Yeah. She's going to get in one way or the other, and one way or the other, she's going to have to change her name.
Again, guys, lots of activity on this board. There's ups, there's downs, there's loop-arounds. They're all over the place.
Loop-arounds, yeah. All kinds of fun going on. So there you have it, the wild cards for the ladies' tourney.
Now, before we jump over, can you just bring that camera on us for a second, guys? Just a reminder, the White-tailed Deer posters are available on BigBuckHD.com in the download section. They're also available on CoinUp.com. If you head over to the top right corner of your screen, you can find these there. They're free to download. You can get them printed really anywhere. I got this one at FedEx. It's, what size is this? It's
an 11 by 17.
11 by 17, and it cost me $1. So by all means, guys, if you want some new wall decor, go out and get some done, all right?
Yep, wallpaper the town. Let's let everyone know about it. Now, hopping back into leaderboards, we're going to take a look at the Ranked Play Top 50 of the week. Also outfitted with the new drama arrows.
And I'm getting to the point where I feel like we can just forget the top 3.
Yeah, that's just always going to be there.
It doesn't change, ever.
Yeah. So Ryan Hodgson obviously sitting on top there. We've got all kinds of other movement happening here, and a couple more censored names, unfortunately. Chris Light made a big push this week. I see a lot of familiar faces here.
There's a handful of players who haven't moved at all, which to me speaks consistency. We've got Jamison Minkoff, Lindsay Garver. I know there's a couple other, Christina Eddy and Brian Johnson, all haven't moved, which means they're definitely playing, and they're kind of just playing enough to keep maintaining that rank, because there's a lot of up and downs right around them.
That's right, yeah. To stay in one spot requires some play and a lot of coincidence.
But nonetheless, guys, Ranked Play is going up on the Facebook right after the show. We've got them ready to launch. Jess, can you let us know if anything's been going on in the chat? And I'm going to take a look myself as well.
I think we're all just kind of laughing over the sexual names because we're all really immature, and that's.
I hope we're not getting this as a challenge to the community here, but
yeah, well, hopefully
not.
Guys, just to be clear, this is not a challenge.
No. And speaking of the community, let's go ahead and keep it with you, Jess, so that we can talk about the Buckshot of the Week.
Yeah, for sure. The Buckshot of the Week is coming from Vancouver, British Columbia, Cinema Public House. If we can pull it up, not only is the quality of this photo stellar, but This is your classic ab hold of the big buck hunter gun. It's got that resting ab position to save your forearms from a little bit of that stress that goes on when you're playing that game really hard. So I think she definitely has a good technique here that just needs to be highlighted.
Absolutely.
I really want to see someone go into a bar with a hunting tripod or something.
Hunting tripod.
Rest the gun and just all they got to focus on is reloading.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, everyone's got their own hunting stance. Clearly, this lady's got something going for her here. Awesome picture.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad at all. But I'm sure a couple people were probably pretty confused at that intro, who that sponsor slate was, that glorious, glamorous picture that Mike put together.
Yeah. Well, I don't blame you for being a little confused. Let's go ahead and clear that up real quick. So as everyone here, on set and off set, knows, live shows are hard, very difficult. And this show would not exist had it not been for the tireless efforts of our talented support team.
Yeah, you know what? We've thanked so many people over the episodes, everywhere from our set builder, Mark Ritchie, to our fearless leader, George Petro. But there's one name that seems to have slipped through the cracks.
That's right. Nick Mangiaracina is our studio support manager, or IT guy.
So cute.
Or IT
Look at
guy.
that.
Yeah, but you know what? You wouldn't be seeing us or the show without his technical know-how or his advice and wisdom.
Yeah. So thank you very much, Nick. And as Nick has just proven, it is possible for an individual to take over the sponsor zone. This one was on the house. But hey, if you are one such individual with a message to put out to a friend or a loved one, or you just want to get the word out about your small business or your personal brand, it's very easy to do. Just shoot an email to the address you see below. That's sponsorship@playmechanics.com. Is that right? Sponsorship?
You got it. Sponsorship at Play Mechanics.
Got it. Sorry, getting a little rusty. Yeah, we'll start that conversation with you. It's a great way to get involved.
And you know what? While we're talking about emails and socials and all that jive, guys, make sure you are following our social media channels that are listed in the lower third below. I think we've got our Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. Something.
And Twitter.
Close enough. And Twitter. There you go.
Twitter.
Either way, guys, show us some love. Hashtag Buck Hunter. Is that right, Jess?
Yep.
Hashtag Buck Hunter. Let us know if you guys are enjoying the show. Let us know what you guys are up to, and maybe we'll be able to feature you guys in our Buckshot of the Week next week.
Yeah, very exciting.
Last week, we got into some community showdowns and went head-to-head with some community players.
Yep.
This week, things are getting a little spooky.
Oh, gameplay cam.
Gameplay cam is
struggling. We're gonna reboot that real quick. Don't worry about it.
But in the meantime, guys, we are going to be jumping and playing some In Case of Zombies, Doe of the Dead. Which,
Very spooky.
As you guys all know, came out last year with Irish Elk in the Wild update. It's going to be available at participating online locations. I think we're good on the gameplay cam. The reaction cam is good.
All
so
right,
let's jump
here we
right
are.
on into the action. Cool.
I think more so you guys are getting in your arm day workout, right?
Your arm day workout just says.
Oh,
Yeah.
God, it's...
It's time to get pumped.
it's.
Here we go.
Can I just eat the habanero instead? And guys, in the chat, do me a favor. You saw the performance between us two last week in Showdown. Let us know who you think is going to take home the cake in
Come
this.
on.
No,
Come on.
we're making challenges out of everything we can.
All
You know
right.
we're going to.
All right. We're the newest recruits for In Case of Zombies, Zombie Exterminating Service. Talking to our pal Ed Brodeen here. Oh! Spooky. Boom.
Oh, you got
One
that
kill
one?
for Mike. Oh.
Oh, God. I feel like he always pops up at the most inopportune moments.
That was close.
12-12. You've got all the jugs so far, though.
Dang it. I keep shooting Ed.
Ooh,
Zombie chicken.
The foulest of zombies.
Just keep shooting him, dude. All right. Oh, man.
I'd just like to give a status update. My arm is already starting to hurt.
Yep, this is no joke, guys. And this story is just getting started.
We've got 3 chapters to go through. Endless embarrassment for Mike after he loses. Did I get that one?
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Sorry, we shot Jesse's character.
And I want to, in the intermission, maybe we can get Jess on stream and give us a couple of her lines. Have we had you do that before? I think we've had Jess come in before and voice act for us. Oh, every time. He's just such a shootable guy. Oh my God.
Ed's too busy hitting on girls to help us. All right.
A true team player.
I shot him in the mouth right before the dynamite. How about that?
Sending a message.
I think we should see other people.
There's a Jesse line.
That's completely a Jesse line. Oh,
That's one content.
Oh no!
All right.
Oh, we got a drink, don't we? Shoot.
All right. Here we go. It's Pappy!
So you've got me by 3 jugs, but I've got you by 4 kills.
Well, we'll see what counts more, huh? I'm so like on edge, ready to shoot anything.
Just any noise, just ah! And you know what I love about these games is the voice actors. Being able to put the faces of the people that we work with to the voices
Yep.
is just awesome.
The voice of Pappy is and has always been Scott Pekulski, our senior game designer.
Round 1 to Fletch. Let's see where round 2 goes. While it's loading up, do we have anything going on in the chat? You should look at the chat and I'll just handle all of this.
Callum,
Oh,
I
yeah,
don't know.
you just
I
wanna
don't
get
think you
ahead.
want to look at the chat.
Don't get in the way, guy.
Money's putting on Mike.
I'm not a hunter, but I feel like rule number 1 is don't stand in front of other people with a gun. Am I right? I mean, did I get that one? I think I got that one.
we got all the raccoons off of Bubba before he jumped over us. I feel like a pro player right now.
Yeah, they'll probably have a word to say about that. I do feel like we make a pretty good team, though.
Dude, you're draining your health.
Got it. Got it. Dang it.
Holy Lord.
Callum needs to work out more. I think.
Fight him off. Didn't even stand a chance.
Oh, I'm on my own here. How did you die so fast, dude?
Did you not remember when I shot him like 20 times to get that milk jug behind, or the moonshine jug behind him?
Yeah.
Why can't I? Oh, I've got to cash up.
Cash up. Cash up. Oh, you're running out of time, dude.
Which one is that? I hope I hit the right button.
Okay.
Is that
we
one?
both got to put cash in. It's down here.
There you go. All right, we're getting right back into it though. Slight oversight. But nonetheless, we're back to zombie hunting. Oh, I've only got 4 kills now. This is cheap.
Starting over. Ah! Zombie bear.
Pro strategy cheating over here.
Oh, my arm hurts so bad right now. Never skip arm day.
That's what she said.
I was going to go to the gym. Not anymore.
This is like torture watching this. I feel so bad for you guys right now.
Oh,
their
my
arms must be
word.
Oh my word.
Whew. What are we saying in the chat? Damn, 4 kills. Come on, Fletch. My arm is.
This is serious
fried.
work.
That long death I had drained my beer.
Are you guys sweating yet?
How about a winner takes all?
Winner of just this part?
Just this one.
No way, dude.
Well, we don't even
You
know.
can't blame me for when you messed up.
That could have been on either of us.
The cavalry.
The cavalry.
I like the zombie on the dashboard.
Yeah, zombie bobblehead. I wish that was a real thing.
I feel like somewhere there's got to be a zombie.
Those
bobblehead.
arms
Yeah,
must be.
I
burning.
helped design that one. That was a fun thing.
That's what she said.
We got a zombie hoedown happening.
Oh,
Dude.
gosh, dang it.
Oh no.
Oh, Granny Bertha. Does Granny have a name?
That's Ma.
Ma. Sorry. I like that. That's Ma.
That's Ma.
That's Ma.
Here we go.
Already got those ones. Do these count for your jug score?
Yeah, they
Final
do.
stretch. Not my jugs.
Almost. Almost.
Oh, we're never done.
it
Zombie
never
bear is
ends.
back.
My arm is so tired.
He survived the bridge collapse. Oh no. All right. Dodging. Shooting.
Oh, that tricks you, that one. Oh no!
He got us on that one. Oh no.
Nice.
And we got him.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my word. Oh,
I think
Pappy,
you-
Why'd you do it?
I think you slightly redeemed yourself, Callum.
I slightly redeemed myself. I would have beat him
guys-
twice.
You guys need to do some stretches. Should we stretch out
Nice.
those arm muscles there?
Still beat me. Wait. Wait.
Wait
for it. There it is.
That's so unfair,
There
though.
you have it.
Look
Well,
at
there
this.
you have it, ladies
I
and
literally
gentlemen.
had
And
zero on
Callum
that.
loses
been a long day.
again.
Lots of hard work.
Can you throw us back to the main cam?
No.
So you're telling me because I didn't even dough out, because I game overed
Yeah.
unfairly, might I add,
Well, you know,
that it counts as a 0?
It's
if
okay,
you didn't
Callum.
spend
There's
all
always
of your
next
time
time.
shooting the humans and not the zombies, then maybe.
I am. Oh, you!
All right.
I'm not gonna let you get away with this. At some
Always
point in the
next time,
future,
Cal.
we are having a grudge match,
all right,
and it
yeah,
will
we'll
go
see.
down in the history books.
We'll see.
You know what? We should do a grudge match, one-on-one with the wheel at some point in the near future.
Yeah.
But anyway, guys, that's I think gonna wrap up the show this week.
Yep.
It's been a pleasure having you guys. Make sure you tune in next week right here on twitch.tv/BigBuckHD at 7 p.m. Central Standard on Thursday.
Yeah.
Any last words before we go?
Good zombie hunting, everyone.
Good zombie hunting. All right, guys. I'm Callum.
Mike.
I'm David.
I'm Jess.
There
And we're the
she
cast and crew of Buckin' Around. You guys have a good night.
is. Take it easy.